Hello everyone. Welcome to Ed Talk TV, Conversations Worth Having. How is your day going? I hope it's going good. I missed you guys yesterday. Did you miss me? Did you get some work done during this time? You know, those of you who are my regulars, I hope you did. Welcome for all those who are new to me. Please let me know in the comments. Say hello, even if you're watching the replay. That's huge. That's really important for you to realize that I still catch up with you during the replay. So be sure to drop into the comments, say hello, let me know how you found me. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Ed Troxel. I'm your host, and I'm also a tech-savvy business strategist who helps overwhelmed business owners get organized and overcome their tech challenges so they can show up, deliver, and engage with their audiences here online. Now, this show is a business talk show. We talk about business, tech, and the user experience. We love to have guests on the show, which today we're going to have one. Super excited. And if you want to become a guest, you can head over to edtroxel.com. Not now, though. Not now. You want to stay for this, but later. And you can request to become a guest. It's free. It allows you, this is where, what's in it for me? This is that answer right there for you. What's in it for you is that you actually get to share your knowledge with a whole brand new audience, and you get to have that extra exposure and share your skills, share what you know. And so don't be afraid, don't be shy. It's just you and me hanging out, and you'll see how that works today here on the show. In the comments, I did put my link to my website. It's actually the direct link to the Hey Ed community. Many of you guys have been asking about that. Real quick, if you don't know what that is, Hey Ed is the support group that I offer. I call it a support community, actually, and it's really about supporting you with tech questions as well as business questions around business development, how to get started, what you should be using, tech support, what can I do with XYZ, how do I make this work, what's going on here, things that come up throughout the day, and you can actually ask your questions and not wait on hold for a one-on-one consult. You can actually do it all right here in the group. So it's really awesome. And then there's a bunch of free training as well that you have access to, as well as discounted training too. So some of my paid offerings, you actually get discounts if you're a Hey Ed member. So check it out. It's really awesome. Not just because I'm saying so, but we have people in there that haven't canceled in the 6 months that it's been up, and they enjoy it and they engage all the time. So check it out. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm always around. And today we're going to go over a couple things in random news before we bring our guest on to talk with us. I'm super excited. Feel free to share this out, tag people, and of course say hello in the comments if you haven't already, because I see you. I see you. You're right there. You're hanging out. You're close. You're getting closer with getting your finger to the button, to the keyboard. I know, I see you, but you're not quite there yet. So bring it up. Let's go. Come on. Come on. So for random news, let's take a look at this. Now, did you guys hear about this? This 6-year-old girl, let me go ahead and get my screen to share with you. Look how happy this 6-year-old girl is. She is just so happy. Why is she so happy, you guys? Why do you think she's so happy? Of course, she has a whole stack of Amazon boxes next to her. But they're not just any old Amazon boxes. They're filled with toys. $400 worth. It says $350 on there, but they were closer to $400. And they're all toys that she ordered by herself through her mom's phone. When her mom handed her the phone to do something with an order, well, she was like, hey, why not? I'm here. You gave me the technology. Might as well go ahead and do my own order. So this is what arrived when they got home, and to say the least, she was excited. What's cool about this story, though, is that they actually ended up donating the toys to charities, which was really awesome. Instead of returning them, they went ahead and donated them. So I thought that was super cool and really neat. So that's a fun story. Lesson learned here for everyone. Your kids know how to use technology. They just do. I've seen 2- and 3-year-olds navigate their way on YouTube. So don't think for a second that they're not going to figure out what your password is to get into your phone, because they will, because they watch you. All they do is they say, hey, can you show me something? Hey, can you open up that app? And what are they doing? Yep, they're looking over your shoulder, seeing what you're punching in. They're curious and they soak everything up. I did this like the crazy one, but no, I meant like they soak everything up in their heads. So it's really crazy. but understand that they know how to work technology even as young as 2 years old. I'm not kidding. They know how to do things. So just be cautious about that. And, it's not the first time a kid has ordered on Amazon, with the Alexa and everything like that. So the more smarter our devices and our homes get, the more we have to be aware of how we put boundaries and where we put our boundaries, and making sure that everyone is educated on how to prevent things like this. So that's one in random news. Now, this next one, I can't decide if this was really desperate or really smart, but thieves in Georgia stole a truck full of ramen, whatever, noodles, $98,000 worth. That's where I'm like, okay, was that smart or not? Because when you look at that number, you're like, whoa. But if you didn't see the number, you're like, dang, these guys are that desperate for some noodles? Somebody please get them a bowl of noodles. Like, what are we doing here? Go to the dollar store, go pick up, a few cases and call it a day. But when you see that $98,000 worth of noodles stolen, that's crazy. They also say that a 48 pack, which is just crazy. I don't know. This is not on my nutrition list, or my food list, I should say. But 48 pack of this at Sam's Club would go for $9. Like, there's 520,000 packs that were stolen. That's a lot of noodles. That's a lot of street hustle going on. And I don't even know, like, that's just a lot. That's a lot. So that's your random news there. So let's go ahead and shift gears. Let me shift my screen over here. We're going to get this going here. And we are going to bring on our guest today. I'm super excited. Let me go ahead and give them a call. If this is your first time tuning in, this is the fun part where we get to phone, video, Skype, our guests, and then bring them on live. So I'm super excited about this. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Am I sideways? Do I need a 6-year-old?
No, I hear you, but I don't see you yet.
Don't see me yet. Okay, hold on just a second.
Yeah, no worries. This is the fun part, you guys, about the show, where you never know with technology, and we're kind of advanced, to be honest, with what we're doing with our Facebook Live show here on Ed Talk TV. Welcome, Mickey, because not a lot of people are going this route, and so, especially Facebook's trying to keep up with us. So we're trying.
All right. I'm still having some issues. I need a 6-year-old. Does anybody have a 6-year-old in mind?
Anybody want to send a 6-year-old over to Tammy just for a few minutes? She just needs to borrow him for a few minutes.
That's right. I see you.
There should be,
On my phone.
usually,
Let's see.
there should be a little camera circle down at the bottom of your Skype screen. Depending, of course, what Skype you might have. There you go. And you are sideways.
I'm sideways. Again, I need a 6-year-old.
That's okay. This is the fun part. There you go. Now you're right side up.
Will that work? Okay.
Yes.
I love that. We're just going to hand hold it. We'll call it good.
Yeah. We'll work on those arms there. We're also going to be exercising you guys throughout the broadcast.
That's right.
That's awesome.
That's right. We're going to try not to, but I'm trying to get closer.
There you go. And feel free to let everyone know when you're ready. Let everyone know who you are and what you do, so that way people who are new can figure out who you are.
I'm Tammy Fink, and I own a graphic design company called Blue Water Designs. I also do some online branding, work with some branding coaches, and I've got a horrible delay, so
that's okay.
We'll hang in there on this. But I've been a graphic designer for over 20 years, and I have owned my own company since 2004, and I absolutely love what I do. 90% of my client base is national, East and West Coast, and we've kind of gotten into really working with online groups and online influencers to kind of help them retain their members longer, and they actually are able to establish some touch points that they might not even think about.
I love that. And just real quick, are you using a phone for your camera right now?
I'm using my phone.
Yeah, go ahead and give the lens just a quick clean, because I think maybe there's a little smudge on the lens and that might make you a little clearer. We'll try that.
Sure, why not? Hold on just a second.
No problem. So just so you guys know, that's always a fun tip, because I'm always doing that with my phone too, is anytime you go live with your phone, you always want to try to remind yourself to check your lens, because a lot of the times we think about the back lens, and that's typically can be clean, but the front lens is the one that we're always using for video when we want to see ourselves, right? And so I've done it where one of my personal lives was like super blurred, and it was because I didn't clean the lens, and so I put, filter courtesy of my smudge marks, because I didn't do it. There you go. Much better.
Is that much better?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, perfect. So awesome. Okay, so let's just dive right in today and talk more about the client marketing that you were bringing up today.
Well, and I think, there's a lot of people that are using this, and they may not be realizing that they are. But I noticed even, was it this last week that somebody had posted on yours where you've gotten sneaky on a said, and you're jumping in and doing, sending out packets?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I sent my Hey Ed members.
So
yep.
You sent your Hey Ed members. What did you include in that packet, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I was going to say I don't have anything up here, but I actually had a thank you card with a little message on there, personal message, and my bit emoji, little guy there. And then on the back, I had my show up, deliver, and engage. So that way it reminds them to go ahead and do that. And then I have, give me 1 second, guys. And then I included my bracelet, the band that I gave them, that says, what would Ed do? And then it says, just start, show up, deliver, engage. So it's a nice low-tech reminder of just starting. Just go ahead and do it. You got this. You got this. And so these went to Hey Ed members, and actually I will say that I have thought about putting these up on the website for sale, and then donating some of the proceeds as well. So you guys can let me know if there's interest in that.
And I love that idea. That's exactly what we're talking about. It's actually finding those touch points that you can physically send items, send gifts to your clients. Besides, maybe we think about sending a card at Christmas time or something like that.
Right.
But we don't think about it all the time. So what we've done is been able to go in and establish like some exact touch points that you want to, like maybe a welcome box. Yeah. Boxes are a huge deal right now, so we're looking at doing welcome boxes. We're looking at being able to, how can you be in touch with your client every day. We're putting together some planners, some things that way that you can go in and absolutely do what you're doing. One of the things that people have in their groups is they have these contacts with people, and you have your own language.
Yep.
Everybody knows with the Hey Ed community what that is. We all know about showing up and engaging and all of that. That's your language. And so for people that are new, maybe it's a good touch point for them to be able to understand, this is the tribal language for Ed's group, and it makes them feel more in touch with you. It makes you feel more in touch with them because you're getting your brand. It's more than just slapping your logo on something. Right. It's actually relating to them and speaking their language. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and that's a big one, you guys, is relating to them and being able to have your own unique language, not somebody else's, right? And so that's what's going to make you all stand out, is by being able to find your voice. And let me tell you, if you're just starting out, it's okay to freak out about this and not have this down yet, because it takes time and you have to actually engage, which of course, before you do that, you have to show up and deliver, but you have to really engage with people around you, whether or not they're your audience. If you're just starting out, you just need to engage. And then you find those people who are your audience.
Absolutely.
And then you go from there.
And and that is the key to it. And figuring out, like I said, there's all sorts of stuff out there. You have the wristbands and the bracelets and all of that. But do you know that Tiffany and Company, big time on Tiffany's, they actually have in one of their gift packs that you can get a bubble wand that's in sterling silver.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that?
Oh, boy.
You can get M&Ms with your branding on the M&Ms, actually
cool.
printed on the M&Ms. We could have the Hey Ed community on the M&Ms.
I think that's so awesome.
There's tons of really cool things out there that speak to your tribe. That's not for everybody, but those are some cool things that you can use to be able to kind of, just like I said, reach out and actually bond with your clients. And a lot of people leave communities because they don't feel they're connected.
Yes.
For people that have their own brand, that have their own membership, and maybe they're going to have a membership at some point, you could raise your membership up to 30% to retain your members 30% longer just by being able to have these touch points in their world longer. Something that lets them know that you're thinking about them. Maybe it's a card on their birthday. Maybe it's a Tiffany encrusted bubble wand.
Right.
Whatever it is, it's something that is just going to speak to them, and they are going to love it.
Exactly. Hey, Ed members, don't be getting any ideas about this Tiffany wand, okay? We're not up there. We're going to stick with our bands, okay? I know Mickey's already thinking about that.
I'll tell you what we're doing. I know. I expected that from Mickey. I really did. There should be hands all over the place for Mickey. But it's a fun thing to sit and do and think about what would really impact your customer base. And like I said, it's more than just slapping a logo on a t-shirt or doing something like that, which is fun. But what if, like I said, you worry about your message, you figure out how you're reaching them, and you get them to love your brand. We're not all Nike, we don't have all of the money and stuff to put into your brand recognition, right. But we do, like I said, over a short period of time in this online communities, you are seeing where you have a brand message that you can get out there so easily.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that we're doing right now, and I kind of talked to you about this before, Ed, that we are putting together a planner workshop. And what that does is going to come up in September.
Nice.
And I've got some great stuff for you guys with that. But what it is we are going to be developing a planner, not like just any planner that you can pick up at Walmart or that you can get down at the local drugstore. Right. But this would be a planner that actually puts you in front of your customer base on a daily basis. It has events that you're going to plan throughout the year. It's going to have, you can have coloring pages. It can have how many bottles of water you drink a day. Whatever your tribe, whatever that language is that you're wanting to speak to your tribe and get in front of them on a daily basis, we're going to be able to add that into your very own personal branded planner. So nice. That's something that we're doing, and I think that it really reaches out to that client-first marketing plan, where it's putting the client first. What do they want to hear from you? What's going to help them to grow faster in your community? So one of the things that we know that everybody hates to do is we hate to go to these things alone.
Yes.
So what we're doing for the Ed community and stuff on this is that if you sign up on our website, and I'll drop that link in a little bit, if you sign up, or if Ed has it, but if you sign up with it, we're going to have the Business Buddy bonus. Oh, cool. And what that allows you to do is we're going to allow you to bring somebody with you. You'll be able to sign them up. They'll be able to jump on a special link and sign up, and you'll be able to bring somebody who's working with you in your organization, or maybe just somebody that you think would be a good fit for this, somebody who's always wanted to build their own planner. They always thought they could do something better. They like the planner they've got, but maybe it just doesn't have all the things that they want in it.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at that too, for people that want to put it on their website and sell it. So there's so many ways to make money with this, and we're going to cover all of that. Everything from design to going in and actually having them printed. We're going to talk about fulfillment. We're going to talk about the special pages that are going to speak to your particular clients.
Wow. You guys, I can't type my comments while I'm on the computer right now, but That is really cool. First off, I really like the whole business buddy thing. That's super cool. And that helps create that connection with each other and really build a bond there, which is nice. And then I really enjoy the fact that you're going to teach and share that whole process, not just one aspect of it, but the whole process, which that's really important, you guys. Even when I first started, when I started my first business, the magazine, for those who don't know, Mix It Up magazine was my first business. That was my whole thing when I started, is that I wanted to go through the entire process, which meant I needed to also print my issues, even though people were telling me don't print because it's a lot of money that you're wasting because print's dying. I still had to be the one to say, listen, I get it, but I need to do this because I need to have the full circle. I need that full experience. And I don't regret it. I spent a lot of money, but I don't regret it because I learned the whole process, which made everything I did after that so much better.
And it does. It makes a big difference in what you do. And it's hard. You know, for a lot of these processes, we all think that we have everything nailed down, from the technology we have issues with all the way through to even just the Facebook stuff. I've learned new stuff. I've been on Facebook for years, and I've learned brand new stuff this week that I didn't even know Facebook had.
Right.
So, I mean, it's always, there's something that, you know, we have to pick up on and learn and kind of develop. And that's kind of the price of being an entrepreneur.
Yep. Exactly. And that's what, for me, I'm just wired that way, so I love it. And it's like, what else can I learn? And I mean, I turn books over like every 2 weeks, it feels like, which is crazy because this is the guy who never liked to read books before. I like the idea of books, but I would fall asleep after like 5 pages if I was lucky to get that far in a book. And so now I'm like, cool, what book should I read now? What should I do right with this one? What, you know, like I'm all over the place with how awesome reading is and books in general, especially when it comes to business.
Well, and you're writing a book, right? You've got a book on the...
Yeah, yep. I'm writing one, and I have a goal for it and everything, and actually I have the outline sitting next to me, so yes. And I wrote a little bit last night, so it was nice. I'm trying to get a few pages a week in as a start.
Well, and you know, when your customers buy your book and stuff that way, another thing that you can think about that you probably haven't even thought about is maybe a companion journal for taking notes and stuff on the Hey Ed stuff. That's something that you can do that adds another touch point for your client, and it's thinking about them. Why should they have to get just some random book to take notes or writing in the margins?
Yep.
You know, why not supply them and have, you know, an upsell even to a package that has a journal with it.
Right, exactly. No, and that's a great idea. I will say, so far with one of the outlines, I have factored in notes into the pages, but yeah, that is a great compliment to be able to add your own personal notebook that could even have your special tips or your special quotes that you always say and things like that. I love that idea.
Or, you know, you can even do fill in the blanks to kind of like add like a worksheet component and stuff where they can go through and find the answers and stuff, and it just helps them retain that information a little bit. So there's tons of ideas if you really start thinking of things from your customer's perspective and marketing to that. Then that builds that know, like, and trust factor so much faster. And it's more, to me, it's more real.
Yeah.
You know, it's really thinking about, hey, somebody thought about me whenever I was doing that. And the same thing, it just builds that where you're just like, I love this person, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so it's a great way to help build your business and to help build theirs.
Yeah, and it makes you memorable, you guys. I will say that when I first joined the Dubsado community, for those who don't know, Dubsado is an amazing program that I use for business. And I can drop a link if anybody needs it because it's on the tools page. But I can drop a link later because if you do need it, you can get a discount. I believe there's a discount there. Anyway, with Dubsado, they have grown so much over the years since I've been with them, and they just launched their whole new interface and everything, which is just amazing. I mean, it's just crazy. There's this one new feature that if I wasn't already a customer, I would buy it just because of this feature. And it has where you can set your monthly or yearly income goal, and then it tells you how much you've made towards that goal. It's like awesome because you have to be aware of that number, you know? And so with them, when I first joined, they surprised me with a package in the mail that had a journal. It had a nice postcard in there, a welcome postcard, and a pen that was all branded, their colors and everything, and inside a nice little box. Like, all I did was join the monthly subscription and didn't even think about that, and I got that, and it was like, whoa, that's really cool. And they've been amazing. If you guys want examples, other examples for how to stand out and who to take note from, definitely check out Dubsado because they continuously listen to their customers. And they actually, I think they have such a broad customer base now that it's a great example to see because we always want to niche down because we should, but here's a great example of how you can see that this has kind of blossomed from just for creatives to full-on business owners and going from there. So that's where you want to make sure to take
Oh,
notes.
absolutely. And look around, see what companies and stuff inspire you, because that, at the end of the day, that can just really add a lot to your business, and especially, like I said, if you feel like you've been being heard, I just think that that's such a neat thing to be able to add to it that has above and beyond your customer service, that actually adds to the customer experience. And I think, we look at the customer experience as being this thing that's way far off, that somebody else offers, somebody's bigger than us. But when you're a small business, one of the neat things about that is that you're small enough to still maintain that one-on-one connection.
Yes.
And I think that these are the kind of things that help ensure that customer experience.
And that's the beauty of it too, you guys. Be small and mighty, because when you are small, you have the advantage of being able to do all this stuff. And big companies want what we have, and they try to replicate what we have. And some can be successful with that, and most are not. So you have to really embrace this time and take note of everything you're doing and what other people are doing around you, and really connect with your people, because that is what's going to take you to the next level. It's all about your people and knowing who they are and how you can connect with them one-on-one as well as in a big community.
That is so cool. I really appreciate you having me on tonight, Ed, and stuff, and with all the technical glitches and all the fun stuff too. But yeah. I think hopefully we've all learned a little bit. And like I said, if there's anybody out there, the bluewaterdesigns.biz/workshop. If anybody's interested in doing our perfect planner workshop and stuff, I would love to have you. Like I said, bring your biz bestie with you. And we're going to be offering, like I said, other workshops. If you have any other ideas on things like that we might be able to offer and teach people how to do, I'm always interested in hearing other people's ideas. There's just so many things out there that we can do and offer each other. And like I said, it's at the end of the day, it's all about the customer experience. So I want to thank you again for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much. And be sure to drop your link into the comments for people afterwards. And appreciate you coming on.
I will do it.
Cool. All right, Tammy. Well, thank you so much and have a great evening.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you later.
All right, guys. So see how cool that was? That's what we do. That's what we do around here. So, yes, Sista, I will have Tammy pop in the links, or pop the link into the comments here shortly. So that will come to you as well. So even if you guys are catching the replay, please let me know, say hello, say #replay, any of that works. And then also, if you learned something, tell me what you learned. That's always fun to do. And I want to let you know that I changed the outro a little bit. There it is. Tammy just popped it into the comments. Perfect. I changed the outro a little bit, so if you guys were like, oh, I've already seen this, well, no, you haven't, because it's a new one. So I will see you guys back here, same time, same place, tomorrow. Until then, have a great night, and we'll talk to you later. Take care. What is the Hey Ed community? I'll let them tell you.
I'm drawn to this community, Erica, because listen, I'm going to make sure as a business person, I know you are as well, serious business women, we're going to make sure that we're getting the content knowledge we need from the Hey Ed community. But I also want to laugh. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy my workday. And I know I'll get that balance in the Hey Ed
Yeah.
community. I know he'll tolerate our tangents.
And I think that's the perfect way to have a really good engaged community. It's a perfect balance of business and fun, you know.
Stop letting tech hold you back and join Hey Ed today.